Yo. We are late. We actually might take the rest of the week off. Sleep in. I don't know. Hard to say. Actually, we might need to just truck along. Mid-month, we do. We aren't gonna be at home. Alright, let's just truck along. Let's make this quick. That's 60 seconds. Alright, so that was the high last time. Where was opening range at? Here. So somewhere starting here. Over there. Looking at that. All we can do is just move that to there. Boom. Easy. And we're going to take this. I'll pop that there. And this will just come right there. Really simple. Bring that in. I don't think these are as important. Don't worry too much about this. Alright, we're gonna drop this down to the 15-minute real quick. Boom. 15-minute. Boom. And that just happened now. Mini Q. Maybe I'll take the 5-minute. Makes it a little easier here. Alright. 35. What's up with the timing? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong screen, that's why. Dude. We're looking at here. I think that's what we're looking at. Alright, so we're gonna go with that first, and then we might need to truck along and change it later.
I just need that last video from you.
That's
sandwich. Still kind of in the middle. As you can see, right here in this middle portion. I don't really know which way that's traveling. Let's make sure we're on the right thing. Cool. I think this is... Bust out the first 15, pretty easy here. All right, so that is the start. Call that the first 5. Okay. I know where we are right now. All right.
Euro dollar, which means that it's good for the trend when you have one sideway or other with a clear direction currency, and when you just gather one strong and one weak, it's very good for trading. However, the news will be, I think, in 2 minutes. I monitor right now on the screen. What I want to see is, I want to see the number lower than 50. It will be very tough, but just a little introduction here. What we are waiting here. We are waiting ICM services PMI. It's a monthly economic indicator and measures the economic health of U.S. services sector. And the interesting thing that how we are getting that data. So the institute that generates this data, they go and make a survey and ask 400 executives to tell them their opinions about the service industry. And this is their little bit biased, you know. So they're in their minds and heads are Trump, you know, and when they give that service answers, usually it's everything correlated. But of course, we need to see the data before we say anything. 10 seconds, it's 10 seconds before the news. We're waiting to see, and I monitor right now the US dollar index. I will go to to the 1 minute chart just to see. I want to see a big red candle here. It will be very nice, but we are still waiting to see the news.
It just dropped.
The news, still waiting.
Yeah, it's worse than expected.
Oh yes, there is a big red candle, but it's worse than expected, less than 50. This is very important because the 51 is not like less than 50. It's very important that because less than 50 means that we have a contraction in the services sector. So this is the contraction, and now we can see the data. We have the push for euro dollar. Look, this 1 minute chart right now, the strong push on hourly. We have a bullish bias here, and of course now it will be some pullback, etc. But the good thing is we are pushing to do 1.1450, and we didn't have, and we are pushing up to 1.3560, and we will see can we accomplish this 1.3560 today. I think that we can, but it's a very strong zone. There will be some kind of rejections, so this is why I think that euro dollar will go smoothly more than British pound dollar. Interesting will be fight here who will be the faster, euro dollar and British pound dollar. I have the both trades, so I don't worry about that. I'm glad that during the US opening range we didn't have some large crazy pullback. We are very steady, and this is good because now we are steadily go up, and I hope that we will see the new highs now. So we have the fundamentals.
All right, we're gonna see what's going on here.
Well, technically we break the trend line. On the euro dollar we are keeping this trend line. On the British pound dollar we are keeping the bullish trend line. On the 30-minute chart you can see this bullish potential here, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. The only bad thing is that we are approaching a 1.356, which is very, very strong level, and it will be a little bit rough here. I hope that in a few minutes we will be there, and after that I hope that we will see new highs, and we have a plenty of room to see the new highs today because we have 6-7 hours till end of this session, so it's enough time.
Gotcha.
It's really enough time. If anyone has a comment, hello Robert, do you have any question for us? Any
Order filled.
Watch? If you didn't notice, I'm bullish for
Order
the dollar,
filled.
British pound dollar, and 1450 and 1.356 and beyond. So this is the things that I'm watching right now, and the good thing is we are again on the ultimate high. We are really close to the 1.356, and I think that we need around 30 and something pips to reach my target for the euro dollar too. So
I think
it looks beautiful.
Right
Now, while I'm watching this, I just want to check the volume, just to check the volume while I'm waiting here to see what is the example for the British pound futures. On this my account, we have delayed of the price 15 minutes. Soon I will finish that because I will again be on premium, and that will not be the problem anymore.
Scary.
But anyhow, check the delta flow profile.
Might be pretty good though.
And delta flow profile here. So we're near to the 1.3560. Yes, we have two. And yes, and here we have a lot of sellers around 1.3566, and upon the 1.3580 we have a lot of sellers. So the price between 1.3560 and
keep coming down. No.
1.3580
Down.
will be very, very tough. Some hold, then we go 10, 15, 20 pips down, then we reach again and reach again. So it will be tough. It will not be easy. But we need to just know that it will be rough. We can get really, really new highs without any problem. I will just check.
Yeah, just check your connection. You're breaking
Euro
up a little bit.
futures, just to see the volume there.
Oh, we need to see a breakdown right now. I want to see a
Is
breakdown.
everything fine?
Yeah, now it's better. There was a little glitch.
Are there any glitch with my connection?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Right now we're seeing the breakdown. I like it.
Now it seems fine.
Here, maybe it's some with the platform. But this time I think that a lot of people streaming live, and there is usually a problem with platforms in this time because it's a starting of the early morning on US market. So what I wanted to say related to the levels, if we pass this level 1.1470 easily, then we will have a lower
order canceled.
here.
Filled.
Grabbed it.
And
Had to, guys.
the good thing is maybe we can reach the new highs more smoothly, but it's very important to pass this level 1.1425 because there is a very low volume profile here, which can be either the strong resistance, either the accelerating the bullish trend. So it's important now to be steady for the English dollar, and I hope that we will see. Right now we are 14.22 for euro dollar, and we are, like I see, almost 1.356 for British pound dollar. I will just
one of my daughters
go to the
she asked me, hey, Dad,
the
what
chart to
have
see
the-
this moment. So we are here.
And
Yes,
that's
we are right now above
might be other growth in the same
1.356 level, which means that now we have
I
the
guess that's
path
the good lesson
up
we
to the
should have stayed in. So
1.3580.
you can see.
Of course, now next 15
As you can
pips
see,
will
we
be
would have
hard
destroyed that.
because we will have some drop, then
growing
again
berries.
push higher, etc.
Families
But
here
you need
work
to be
long
patient,
hours.
really patient
So
in next
when
moments.
our kids
The
don't
price
have
is
that
going
family
up
support, they're
very,
looking for
very
somewhere
good
else.
and very steadily.
The field is
So
the
it's
way
really,
of
really good.
providing that solution for the
I'm
kids.
just watching right now.
My
The
name is
price
Luis
is
Herrero,
really,
and I
really
work for
on the
Driscoll's.
highs, and for euro dollar,
We're
British
at the
pound
San
dollar.
Miguel Canyon
And I
Soccer
just
Field.
want to see the
This is
US dollar
where a lot of the
index.
locals
Yes.
come to practice.
The soccer field.
Yes. So
Having a field that we call home, playing here,
98.6.
seeing the farm workers working.
This level is
It's something
important
that grows
because it was the lowest
The field
level for
came
US dollar
about when
index
Manuel
on the
wanted to build
on
him
the
field for the farm
yesterday.
workers.
And
Y la necesidad de tener un lugar para practicar
here
soccer para los
will be
trabajadores.
reaction for
Eso
sure.
fue como
So
inició este
without
proyecto con
reaction, we have
Driscoll's.
a little more
Por
time.
ahora,
But
solamente
if we
para
reach
equipos nuevos.
98.60,
Mi idea para esta comunidad sería mejorarla, dejarla
then
mejor
we will see
de cómo la encontré y en proyectos
some
como estos, ayudando a
kind
los
of
jóvenes.
reaction and
Hey, guys.
so we can reach
Stop
new
filled.
highs
Stop filled.
without any problem.
With the
So
purpose
this
of
is the
serving
from my side. Do you have anything, Richard, to
You can be yourself, which is something I admire.
share
Yeah, I'll just
relating
share
to
my
the
screen
indices?
quickly.
And I truly think that this is a team where
I'm going to place an order. We had, let me just quickly go through that. We had a break of this purple box here is the 30-minute range. We had a very strong, obviously, after that 10 a.m. news came out, big fair value gap that
we were actually
formed over
considered
there.
underdogs, low-income families. We didn't have the privilege of having
Well,
money
it's
or
currently
anything
under
like that.
formation,
But what talked
right?
louder for us was our
So
stats
that might
and our
potentially
performances.
be a trade if price can now retrace
Europe, playing
into it at the close of this candle if that fair value gap's still there.
4 years ago, I took
I'm
one
going to
of
have
my
a
teammates to
sell
the
limit
course.
order waiting there
If I
and see if we
ask
can
each player what was
take
the
a
score,
short.
they may not remember the
I have to be
score,
quick
but
here.
if they remember the experience, my God.
Let's
It's a
just get
different
my
kind of bonding
order
than
book
just
out.
going out here. It makes you feel
And it
like
needs to be
you
on a
have
5 minute.
something
I want to
else,
go
like
short,
you can
maybe
accomplish anything.
21,700.
Due to the struggles that we have in our community, we just push hard, we work hard.
Needs to be slightly
That's
lower
what
than that,
team
but I will
spark.
adjust that. Stop loss will
Those are the
go
times
above the
when
candle.
the
That's
bros
part
just
of
look at your
that
eyes and say,
formation.
"Coach, thank you for everything."
Let's put it there and a take profit. I'll at least want to double. So what's that?
These girls
86.
have been raised
I'll adjust
to
that
always fight
anyway.
for their
Let's
dreams.
place the order. See if we can
Big
get
girls will never
full.
give up.
Nice.
This field used to grow berries.
So it's slightly below or above the lower limit of that fair value gap. My order, I can obviously adjust it a little bit. Or actually, it is way down here. Let me just get rid of this line that I got up there. We're retracing pretty deep into that area right now. So let's see. My order should be slightly lower. See if I can get a full here. If not, then I'm going to hit the market order here. Just need slightly higher. I'm going to be pretty angry if I miss that entry. But, you know, got to be patient.
Right, so is it bouncing off of org right now?
Really patient.
And it doesn't look like I'm going to miss that. It's just really unfortunate. Hey. Come on. What I can also see on the chart here, I'm just going to leave it where it's at, let it be, is we had a bullish fair value gap over there. See how it's been invalidated. You might even get a reversal of that. Remember, I showed you earlier the inverse fair value gap setup that I did on gold there. So I'm really hoping that I can get full here, guys. But again, you know, market digests the news and might just be bullish for the rest of the day again. But
yeah,
that's the setup. And I did just miss that entry by a few ticks. Nice, Robert.
yes.
Very nice. What's that? 60 pips. Nice quick one. Before you go to work. I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to go new order. I'm going to get in the market order here. Have to be a bit more aggressive here.
Your reach, target
the way it
the
is.
right audience, and turn viewers into customers. Let
Did I
your
get
business
folded?
be seen with YouTube ads.
No. Here we go.
Got safety protocols? Grainger has the safety pros too.
All right, so I'm short.
Shop our vast inventory
Excellent.
of safety products at Grainger.com.
Stop loss.
Call,
I'm going to
click,
place
or just stop by.
around about
Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
21,738. You can either use the highs, or with this recent swing high, that's probably the safest place to place it. But I think if price goes back that high again, we might be on the wrong side of this trade. Or if you use fair value gaps and try and decide where you want to place your stop losses, you can use the high of the first candle that forms part of that formation, which in this case is this little blue candle here. Now, another thing I want to do is just get rid
Richard,
of...
tell me, what is your target?
Yeah, the target is going to be a 1 to 2. Actually below this range that I've shown a little bit earlier. Let's just zoom out here. You see how my chart's not behaving at the moment. All the drawing tools are moving around.
Can you tell me what will be that price level, just to check something?
Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly get that for you. Remember, I said I was gonna adjust it.
Yes.
Because I just wanted to get into that trade. So what I can do is just get my risk reward calculator out here if it will allow me. There is a lot of movement, and obviously it is messing around with my platform here at the moment. So I'm thinking potentially a break of this range, or this area down here, and that should give me at least a 1 to 2 ratio. So that's pretty much where I would like my stop, my target right up to the middle, and about that level there.
Yeah,
right.
so
Again, we've seen it how many times during these sessions, or during the past few days. You get these news events that come out. Initially, you got a bad reaction against it, and then it gets absorbed and go the other direction, which might be the case here. It might not, but I just feel we might see a deeper decline. Now it's just all about being patient.
Yes, nice.
Right, so that's a stop loss and the target set. Let's hope resistance sets in here and we get a decline.
All right, let's see. It's starting to break actually back down underneath. I suspect that it's going to bounce right here though. Maybe go
right.
Got
a bit of a glitch on the platform, but thus far not too bad.
Possibly, yes.
How's things looking your side?
Actually,
everything is fine. Already, there is everything planned. So now we have a 6, 7, 10 pips, maybe more pullback for euro dollar, British pound dollar, which is normal. And after that, I assume that we will start to go and try to achieve the new highs. For the euro dollar, we have plenty, at least 20-25 pips. So I think that there is a high probability that we can reach 1.3580 for British pound dollar too. 20-25 pips for today, I think it's a really, really realistic, not optimistic, realistic. So I hope that we can reach that high. So I'm looking the NASDAQ right now that you trade. And I can share you something and tell me what do you think about that?
Please do. Because I think the sharing my screen here is messing with my platform at the moment. There we go. You on?
Okay. So if we watch the volume profile, a larger volume profile, there is a high probability that we can reach 21,438. So your trade maybe can achieve a bigger. Yes, on 1 hour I'm looking right now.
Yeah.
Because
what's that level you got?
This price
21,435
level is right price level that we are last 2 months from last 30 days.
Yeah.
And there is a really point of control here. So if I'm trader right now and in the trade, maybe I will go to the break even in the moment when you reach 1-to-1 risk target. A little bit ambitious, but
yeah.
But I think there is a chance that we can go there.
For sure. I mean, if let's
So-
quickly show you my 1 hour chart on the, remember I'm trading the
Oh, there
CFDs
are
here.
a lot of pullback.
So you got
Okay.
this 21,505 level, which, you know, at the top of that expanding triangle that we were
Okay.
monitoring, sort of, we had resistance. Obviously, price broke above that back into the range, a little bit of resistance. And we might get a retest of that some stage, I think. That being said, will it happen? No idea. So,
Yes,
you know,
of
that
course.
could be a nice long-term
I remember
target.
those biochem notes. Dozens of pages of ink.
So currently we're getting a strong push up here again.
Key points.
But I'm going to leave my target where it's at. And Robert's saying
For the love of food.
that's the low of yesterday as well. And he's been switching between a 5 and a 15-minute orb lately. I quite find that the 15-minute works really well.
Yes.
But I have two types of, you know, entry models around it. The one being, you know, if you get a strong breakout of the 15-minute, or especially 15-minute, 30-minute works pretty well as well. If you get a strong breakout of it, then, you know, trade the fair value gap that formed after the breakout or during the breakout, as I did over here. Or you see price actually break out of the range and then very quickly move back into the range. What I mean by very quickly, not a long range sort of candle like this. Let's say price just breaks, and this is this purple area, 30-minute. You could use a 15-minute as well. You just want a little pip like this, and then a strong breakout back in with a bullish fair value gap into the range. Then that's typically a false breakout of an orb, right? And that market could then go in the opposite direction. So it basically opens you up to basically trade either direction. That's all I really want to say. But yeah, there's a lot of traders that do trade the orbs strategies, and some are, you know, hard set on just trading one direction, which is generally the breakout of the orb, you know. And I think it's just, since it's not actually a new strategy, it's been around for ages. That there are so many traders that do that. You just got to be careful that you don't become, you know, part of what all the others are doing. That's why I'm also mindful that, you know, you could try to potentially trade the breakout back into it if there's a false breakout of the orb, and trade it, you know, just have a different sort of setup or approach in your pocket, if that makes sense, or different plan. So yeah, price is, or just tested this fair value gap over here. You see it won't even let me highlight my drawings at the moment, which I don't know why. But I might have to refresh things on my side. So Igor, just take things away there quickly. Show me what you've got, if you have anything, or talk about something. I'm just quickly gonna refresh my charts.
Okay, no problem. So for the first thing, what I will do is to show you my trades. I closed my trade at 1.3560. That was the target for the British pound dollar, and my euro dollar is still alive, of course. Right now I'm around to reach more than 60 pips profit and to reach the previous high. Actually, I'm 40 pips in profit. I want to reach more than 60 pips. And this trade is here. Why I know that we can reach the new high, pullback. After that pullback, I want to see another push for British pound dollar. So this is why I just took my trade and I wait for a new trade to accomplish, maybe to create a new trade.
Okay.
So I think it's a good thing.
Very nice. So you out on the pound US dollar?
Yes. So what I'm looking for right now is I will just show that on the trading view. I will re-enter British pound dollar. I'm watching this, what I want to see is we reach new high. Now I want to see a pullback to be near to the price that were just before the news, and then to buy again.
You got a very large gap there as well.
I want to see this healthy correction. We will have some kind of correction. Yes. So this is the plan. The euro dollar is a little bit slower, so I don't touch anything here. It will to the previous ultimate high, actually last week 1450. So we are very close here, and I hope that during the end of the day we'll reach that level.
Okay, so I think that's how we're gonna go.
Euro dollar is good when you enter into the trade, just to keep that trade to the end. But British pound dollar is a little bit volatile, and you can play with that. You can close the trade, wait for the pullback, go again, etc. Because always gives opportunities because it swings on the chart. This is something that I watch. Something that I watch, and I didn't talk about that, is the US dollar CAD. And the US dollar CAD is interesting because we have a really weaker US dollar and a stronger CAD, which push this pair a little bit
trade wise. Well, we have our scalping account, so we can
down too much down actually, and you can be bearish. I don't want to enter already too low. There is no good level here to enter, but I just monitor this market because there is a lot of bearish potential here in the future.
Okay.
And maybe some moment I will use some, maybe if we retest this level here or something like that. But every single day we retesting the previous day low, and I will wait to see maybe for some better pullback. As you can see, the month of April, so we whole month are bearish. If you just check, actually this is the middle of March. So we are bearish, and for trading. But if I want to enter to more bearish, I need some higher price than this. But it's interesting to watch, and I already talk about US dollar, Japanese yen, and I watch this triangle pattern.
As you can see, it's about
line down. We are very cool happen usually in the beginning of the Asia session or something, not now. And then if we break, I want to see retest and then to enter into the trade, because US dollar, Japanese like to retest the previous break out. So that would be smart thing to do here. So this is and what I didn't talking about is a Bitcoin. Bitcoin is in some kind of the bearish shape still, and I think that this bearish shape can change very easily. We are retesting this price level at 104 and 650. This level is important because if you check, you will see that we are retesting this price level from the May 9th. So almost 1 month. We're retesting this price level. So I would like to see that we touch this level again, and in one moment maybe I create some interesting trade if I see some interesting momentum for that, and I hope that we will see. I want to be bullish for Bitcoin. I want to see the weak US dollar. I want to see the stronger stock market. And if everything aligns, the stronger US market, the weaker dollar, I hope that this can give us the new highs too. So, but of course, I need to watch this, not the good level for trading.
Yeah.
too. And what's happened with the British pound dollar? It's a little bit slower. Nowhere right now. I'm glad that I took the profit. It was a nice level because I know right now that we will struggle between 1.356 to 1.3580. That struggle can be several hours. So I think it's better to wait for some pullback and enter again than struggle in that choppy range, which is a little bit boring. So this is what I watch right now, and I will continue to monitor all of that. So if you have something to share, please you can share, Richard.
Yeah, I'm just still a little bit struggling to get this platform to play along at the moment.
It almost went to me.
That should be okay now. It's still not working. There we go. Right, let's share again. Let's see what happens. The trade is currently going against me. Still haven't been stopped out. So we basically on the 1 minute, there was a little gap that occurred here right as that news happened. So price just filled that. Is that going to be technically strong enough areas as resistance? Probably not. But I think if price breaks that gap, breaks this little lower high here, then I'm probably on the wrong side of this trade. Very volatile. If we look here at the 1 hour, or let's just go to let's say 15 minutes. Then you can clearly see the volatility involved here, right?
Yes.
Price pretty much in a range and getting chopped up pretty much. Still not out of the trade, so I'm going to hold, accept the risk. And you know, how many times have you been stopped out and then price goes your direction, or you get fearful and then you know, eventually it goes in your direction? It can be quite a difficult emotional experience, but as I said, the stop's there for a reason, to protect your capital. And you know, if price hits it, it hits it. Still not out of it, so anything can still happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously it doesn't look that great at the moment. But let's see. If I'm holding this trade still after the morning session, which will be over in about 13 minutes, then I'll recap the results tomorrow, because I'll be back tomorrow morning again.
Yes.
Yeah. Crude oil. So price took out yesterday's high. Strong decline lower. Since I was messing around there on the NASDAQ, I did not monitor this at all. We had a clear
Right now we're hitting that
break of structure over there. In fact, this looks a little bit like an ending diagonal type of formation.
You have to leave. Get ready to leave.
And
I think that's it, folks.
yeah, potential trade setup here. If price could get into
Took the win today. All the loves.
this area where this little fair value gap occurred.
Peace be the journey.